Hi, I'm Fellmandave, and we're going to go through what Cubs and Scouts in the UK should pack for a day hike. But first I need a cub. Great, so thank you Joel for joining me. So this is my son Joel. So the first thing we're going to go through is following this list that's available through Online Scout Manager. And the first thing is navigation. So what's this, Joel?
There is a compass and a book to show you maps and stuff around the district.
Yeah, so a compass and map and knowledge of how to use them. So normally your leader would be looking after the map, but it's a good idea if you've got one, take it anyway, have a look at it. And a compass is a really handy thing to have, and it's small and portable, and it's a good idea to just practice. So which way is north there, Joel?
That way.
Right, you need to hold it flat, let the needle settle, and the needle always points to north, doesn't it?
North, that way.
That's it. Brilliant. So, navigation. So, what to wear? So, if you wouldn't mind standing up, Joel. So, what are you wearing today?
I'm just wearing a wool jacket that I got for Christmas for hiking, a Newcastle football training top, and some tracky pants. And some hiking boots.
Hiking boots. So, show me what your socks are like as well.
They're these grey ones. They're kind of like hiking socks, but they're really good and they're really warm as well.
Okay, perfect. One last thing, you might need to wear uniform on the day according to what your leader says. Great, so if you want to put your rucksack on, Joel. So with the choice of rucksack, doesn't want to be too wide across the shoulders, wants to fit there. It's a good idea to have a little chest retention strap. If you're carrying light loads, it's not really important, but a waist strap is a good idea as well. So if you wouldn't mind turning around, Joel. And what Joel has in here is a waterproof cover for his rucksack that will go over. It's not terribly important, but it's a good idea. If you haven't got one of those, anything you want to keep dry inside has to be in plastic bags that you can seal over, like your warm jacket, for instance. Great. Right, we're going to pack the rucksack. We've got essential items in the middle in here. Joel's going to go through them one at a time, and some optional and safety extras over there. Okay, Joel, so if you want to start putting things in. So we've got some sort of insulating layer. That's just a thin insulated jacket, but it's a good idea to have one of those at any time of year. Next is a hat. Now this is a summer hat that you would always carry. So if you want to show us the winter hat and gloves option, Joel. So there's a waterproof insulated hat and some warm waterproof gloves. Now why would you have those gloves instead of like a thin woolly pair?
Because when it's raining, thin woolly pairs could get very wet and your hands could get cold from the wetness. And if you fall over, like they're not mud-proof or anything, they could get like...
Spot on. So your hat would be according to the time of year, and your gloves according to the conditions. So what's next? An umbrella. That's your over trousers. So waterproof over trousers.
A water bottle.
Yeah.
A little snack.
A snack for the day. Now, talking about food, your leader normally would be looking after the food, but it's a good idea to have healthy snacks for the day. Go light on the sweets.
A whistle to keep you safe.
A whistle, yeah, that's a safety thing. We're going to talk about at the end.
Like if you get stuck on a cliff
Or if you get separated. So what's that for?
This is for the end of the day hike, like if you burned and you did burn and you didn't wine or anything.
Well, what it really is emergency rations. So you wouldn't eat that until after the hike is finished. So yeah, you could use it as a treat if you didn't whine or anything, but it's really there as emergency rations. So just leave those to the side for now. So what have you got next in the main pile of essential items?
A waterproof coat.
A waterproof jacket. So that's all the essential things gone in. A hat and gloves according to the time of year. So waterproof over trousers, waterproof jacket, water bottle, healthy snacks and emergency rations, and a whistle. So international distress is 6 long blasts on the whistle, followed by, do you know how long silence?
1 minute.
Correct. And if you hear that and you want to acknowledge somebody's whistle, it's 3 long blasts of your whistle followed by a minute's silence. That means you know that you've heard their distress call and you're going to do something about it. Okay, brilliant. Now we're going to talk about kind of optional extras. So optional items and perhaps essential for Scouts are a small first aid kit with personal items. This has got plasters, antihistamines, and any personal medication that you might need. There's antihistamines as well in here that's very, very useful. An emergency foil blanket or one of those large survival plastic bags is a very good idea. Torch, so if you're going to be out after dark at all, a torch like this that you can hold in your hand, this works as a lantern as well, or a head torch is a good idea, and sufficient batteries to last. A buff, this is a winter insulated one, it's January in the UK now, so we carry this as well. Buff's a very useful universal item. A summer optional important item is sunscreen. And then for Scouts in particular, a small pocket knife. This is a small UK legal knife. And then if you're allowed on your activity a mobile phone, don't think about using it unless you're given permission. And this has actually got OS maps loaded on it, so if you're allowed to do that on the day, this is actually a walk that we did the other day up the River Tyne. So if you're allowed to use it on the day, why not follow your own route using the OS maps? And if you are, I'll just leave it run. I'll just cut this bit out. And if you are going to be using your mobile phone and want to keep it for emergencies, it's a good idea to consider carrying a power bank and suitable cables for your phone. But don't rely on your phone for navigation. It's there as a backup, or if your leader's navigating, you could use a navigation app just for your own interest and to see where you are on the route. So we've covered navigation, what to wear, what to carry, food and hydration, so snacks, proper healthy lunch that would normally be provided by the leaders, or you take it yourself if instructed to do so, emergency rations that you don't touch till afterwards, or since you've helped me with this video, you're going to be allowed that chocolate bar. And then safety items, which is first aid, torch, extra power, foil blanket. I think that covers all. Any comments, let me know below. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Joel.